Alright guys, so I'm just gonna give you a walkthrough of the main exercise that we do, or we're gonna do in this session. I'm gonna start with squats. Alright, so first thing for squat is foot placement. So this is when you have your feet pointing straight, right? Parallel. This is when you have your toes pointing out. So we're gonna have our toes pointing, we're gonna have our legs about shoulder width, or right on shoulder width. Everybody have a different, stance that's comfortable for them. But usually it's about shoulder width, right? Or wider. And then next thing to note is core engagement. So I'm gonna engage our core, meaning I'm gonna keep our core firm without stopping our breath. So you're not gonna stop your breath, you're just gonna hold, keep it firm until someone's gonna punch you in the stomach, right? And you're gonna breathe through that. So you're gonna keep your core tight, toes pointing out, then keeping my head straight. I'm gonna keep my chest out, nice. Upright stance, gonna drive your butt back. Alright? So driving your butt back, head is straight, toes pointed out. Right? Next thing is when you go down is you don't want your knees to be on your toes. You get me? So you're gonna have it slightly behind your toes. So when you look down, if you glance down, not look down, but glance down, you're not supposed to see your knee pass your toe like this. Right? That will allow you to go. And you put the weight on your toes instead of on your heels. So you're focusing the weight on your heels. Alright, especially when driving up. So butt back, body straight, going down, and then drive through, squeezing the glutes at the top without locking up the knees. So I don't mean you're not gonna lock up the knees like that. You're gonna keep them slightly bent. Get me? Alright. So that is it. We have chest out, go straight ahead. My legs are both showing apart, toes pointed out. And then I'm going to drive my knees along the direction of my toes are pointing. So my knees are going to follow. You notice I'm going out like that. I'm not going in like this or out like that. My knees are going in the direction where my toes are pointing. So I'm driving my butt back as if I'm sitting down, nice and upright. I'm not slouching over like this. I'm not doing this. I'm upright. Going back with the butt, keeping my spine aligned, from my head down to my buttocks, it's aligned, right? I'm not slouching over, I'm not just like that, right? So I'm going down, slowly coming up and squeezing at the top without snapping up the knees. So I have a slight bend in the knees coming when they come up. Alright, so that is how we do the squats. Just gonna do a few reps for you to see it. So if I'm doing 5 reps, going down core side, inhale, up, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright? So that is squats. Okay guys, so now we're gonna look at the easiest form of push-up. Alright, so if you're probably afraid of push-up, don't be or intimidated by it. You don't have to go to the floor if you don't want to. I'm going to show you the incline push-up, where all you need is something solid like a bench or a stable chair or a low table that will not slide. Remember safety first in everything. So if I'm using this bench, I'm going to have my hands about shoulder width or wider apart. A little wider than shoulder width apart, right? My body is now in a straight line. If you notice, I'm on my toes and my shoulders are about my shoulders are actually behind my hands. You can be over more like this, or you can be like that. Over like this, right? Or you can be a little bit behind your hands like this. Alright, then we're gonna be lowering our chest to the bench, right? Now, one thing to note is that the higher you are, the easier it is. So if you're low and it feels hard, all you have to do is get something that is a little bit more, has a little more height, but the principle is the same. So while we're here, right, I'm gonna keep my core tight. My head is aligned with my spine. I'm not sagging like this or looking up like that. Straight ahead, nice straight line. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bend at the elbows, not fearing on the elbows. This is what I mean by fear. So if you're going down, you're not doing it like this. but you're keeping your elbows close, not too close like this, but a little bit off your body. So I'm not doing like this. I'm not doing push-ups like this. You ever see somebody and when they're on the floor, they're like this? You don't want to do that. You can hurt your shoulder. So we're going to keep our elbows, you know, a little, say about 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches away, roughly. We might estimate, just an estimate, just a few inches away from your body. So I'm not doing like this as if I'm like that, but slightly, alright? Maybe about 45 degrees. So again, core is tight, and when I go down, I hinge at the elbows. Remember, our hand is not like this or that, about a few distance, about 45 degrees from the body, and we lower in our chest, and then come up. Again, lowering. You don't have to go all the way down if you can't do it, and up. And inhale, exhale. Inhale through the nostril and exhale. Okay. So basically, that is it. One more thing. When you come up, do not lock out the elbows. So a principle, even when we're doing the squats, we don't lock out the knees. The same thing applies to the elbows. So when you come up, you don't want to lock out like this. You want to be slightly bent to keep that muscle engaged. You're going to feel it in your triceps, biceps, chest, right? So you don't want to lock out. So just remember, nice straight line, core is tight. I'm on my toes, lowering, hand is about 45 degrees from my body, and down to where I'm comfortable, then press up. Inhale down and press up. I'm not locking out. Notice, slide bent. This is locking out, and this is a slide. That's what we want. Alright guys, so that's the incline push-up. Now, next for the knee push-up. Okay guys, now we're gonna do the knee push-up. So I might have to drop this a little bit for you. Right? Alright, so we're gonna be on the floor this time. Okay? I might need to get another mat. Alright, just to show you the different viewpoints. Okay. So when we're doing floor, we're doing this workout on the floor. When we're doing our knee push-up on the floor, the principles carry over, right? What I mean is that we're gonna keep our core engaged just the same as we have been doing. Keep our head aligned with our spine, okay? So, and also in terms of the hand placement, so we are about 45 degrees away from the body. So that would be 90, okay? Half of that would be about 45. Just an estimate, you get me? Alright, so it's not, we're not, not at 0, right? And we're not all the way at 90. If you notice, there's an angle. So this is like a 90-degree angle, boom, for all persons who, you know, did maths, right? So we just want it about halfway, just like that. So we're about halfway down, and in terms of how our elbows is, distance from our elbows and our body are, yeah, so now we have our hands about body and shoulder width, and then you can see me, just a little bit, alright, so I'm on my knees. Alright, notice, I'm not like this. So my knees are not directly under my hips, right? So you notice my hands are directly under my shoulders and my knees are really under my hips. But when we're doing the knee push-up, what you want to do is you want your knees to be further away from your hands. Alright? You notice how I am? Just like that. So things that we carry over here is still have a nice straight line. So I'm looking forward, I'm not sagging my head like this. Just imagine you're standing straight and you're just going down like that. If you're standing straight, you're looking forward, and you just, nothing changes, right? You're in terms of your head placement and your spine. Okay, so now I'm going to lower my chest to the mat, keeping my elbows not flared out, and I'm going down to where I'm comfortable and pressing up. Same thing, don't lock out the elbows. Inhale, down, exhale. Inhale, down, exhale. Alright, so that is how you do knee push-up. If you're strong enough, then you can do a full push-up, right? Where Yeah, and your hands and your toes go down and up. Right? Hands and your shoulder width and go down and up. Alright, so if you're strong, you can do that. Alright, peeps. Here's our next one to the next. Alright, so we did squats, we did incline push-ups, we did regular knee push-up. Alright, now we're gonna do reverse no angel. Alright, so reverse no angel, I'm on my tummy. I'm gonna do like flat. Right? I don't have my head. If you notice my neck, I don't have my head not like this. I'm like this. You want to be in that same straight line, guys. Look. You see? That same straight line. So I usually tell persons, if you feel any form of strain in the neck while doing this, you can get a towel, fold it to a point where you can still maintain that straight line in the neck going down to the spine. Head, neck, and spine. Okay? So you're always going to be in that straight line. Any workout you're doing, you know, some persons who do like bent over rows, they still want to have that straight line. Doesn't matter if you're doing bench press. Yeah? It carries over in other workout, guys. Right, so for the reverse one angel, I'm flat on my tummy. And what I'm going to do, you see how I'm going to space here. What I'm going to do is like I'm making a snow angel like this. Right? So I'm sweeping my hands slowly without allowing them to touch the floor. That's what I'm doing in the reverse snow angel, except I'm facing down like this. Okay? And I'm sweeping my hands while breathing. Inhale. Inhale through the nostril, exhale through the mouth. Okay? That is the reverse snow angel. It's gonna target your back muscles and more so your top, your upper back. Alright? So that is the reverse snow angels. Alright, so the last one we're gonna do is the planks. Okay? Time for the planks. Let me see if I can adjust this here. A little more. Alrighty. Now for the planks, guys. We're going to have. Is it too low? Is it too low? Okay. So we have two versions of the planks. We have the elbows. We're on our elbows like this. So the elbow is under the shoulders, right? And we have the one we're on our hands. So, I mean, you can either do whichever one is best for you, right? I think this is too low. Let me adjust this 1 second again. 1 second. Alright, let's get more view here. So, it's a bit higher. Alright, so for the planks, guys, I'm going to first demonstrate the elbow planks. So elbows are directly under my shoulders. Okay? And then, I mean, we're going to be on our toes. Some persons, I don't know if you try this and it works for you, you can do the knee plank. You know, but ideally you want to be on your toes. And one thing I pointed out is to get set up for the planks, you don't have a curve in the upper back. So I'm not sagging. This is sagging. This is a sagging plank. You're not doing that. You're gonna have a curve in the upper back, just like that. And then for your lower body now, you're gonna tuck your pelvic as if you're gonna tuck it towards your rib cage or towards the belly button. So notice the difference. I'm going to show you. I'm here. This is not it. So you go to the upper back, I have a curve. But look at my lower body now. I'm going to tuck, and squeeze the glutes while breathing. So I'm not like this. Notice the difference. I'm tucked. Not like this. I'm tuck, and breathe. Squeeze the glutes. If you notice, sometimes you're gonna start shaking because that core is engaged, that glutes are engaged, and you're breathing. Just like that. So that's how you do the elbow planks. Now, for the other advanced version, or for the advanced version, I'm gonna have that same curve in the upper back. So I'm not sagging like this. Okay? We have that engagement. Hands on my shoulders. My neck is aligned. My neck, head, neck, and spine. Alright, on my hands. Right, I'm curving upper back and I'm tucking, squeezing the glutes. See that? And I'm breathing. Nice and firm. Glutes tight, core tight, breathing. Just like that. So that's how we do planks. Okay guys, now for the warm-up moves, we have a couple moves that we do for warming up. Alright, one of them is the stars. So for persons who cannot do jump jacks, this is the idea for you. If you can do jump jacks, do jump jacks. But if jump jacks is a little bit too much of a rigor for you, I would recommend that you do this one. I was just trying to check the light there. Alright, so this is how we do the stars. So I'm gonna be going out with my hands and in. It's like I'm doing a jump jacks, but it's stepping. You know when you do a jump jacks, you go out with the hands, right? And in, it's almost like I'm doing a jump jack. So step, out, out, in, out, in. That's it. That's all. And you can do it as fast as you want to do it. Right? So that is the one of the warm-up moves. We call it stars. Next one is knee taps. So for knee taps, my core is engaged and I'm lifting my knees up to my torso, right? Please don't do this. Some persons do that, but you want your upper body to remain up. You want your body to remain upright and allow the knees to go toward your upper body. So if you notice yourself doing like this, you need to correct it. Ensure that you're upright, just like that. Upright, upright, upright. Alright? That's the knee taps. Then we have butt kicks. Butt kicks, I'm upright just to say, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Alright, yeah, I'm upright. And I'm doing the butt kicks. So my knees, bring my knees all the way up to my butt, or as close as I can get. And driving the elbows back while I'm doing that. So it looks like this. Slow motion. Butt kicks. Alright, what else? Then we have arm rotation. We use this to warm up as well. While we're stepping on the spot, we're going to be swing, rotating the arms. Big circles. Alright, we usually do some forward and some back. This is the forward one. Big circles around. Body upright, core engaged. And breathing. And then reverse, same thing applies. Step in and breathe. Big circles, alright? Alright guys, so that's it for the warm up. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you a little bit more intricate workout, intricate warm up that we do sometimes. Alright? So imagine you're warming up all the whole body, right? And I'm gonna do this today. So starting from the head or the neck, we're gonna go left and right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go tilt, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already know the arm rotation. We have that one, and we have the backward, the forward. We also have hand flaps, back and front. Just gently swing the arms back and forward. Alright, then we have the swings, forward and back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right? Alright, then we go to the hands, so we have the shoulders, then we go to the elbows. We have one with elbows, circles with elbows, circles, arms in circles, and in. Then we have the wrists. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, back and front, back and forward. Then we rotate slowly, one direction, warming up the wrist. Then we go the other direction, gently, gently, gently. Okay, now we go for the hips. And we go around, my legs are spread. around, around, and then we change direction, around, while breathing. Alright, next we have knees. So we're gonna keep our feet together and we're gonna make small circles, just like that, small circles. Okay, so I might go this direction and then I go the other direction. Small circles. So what I'm doing is I'm not snapping out like that. I'm keeping it slightly bent all the way. Right? I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. Right? And then we have the ankles. So for this, we can just hold on to something for the balance and we rotate. Let me show you. Like that. Another direction. Don't just point your toes in a circle, warm up the wrist. Sorry, the ankle. One direction, other direction, and that's it. Awesome.